It's Market Day Report. Welcome to a Monday. All right, we're trading markets this morning. You know, it's kind of interesting because we have 2 weeks of normal trade, and then we hit the holiday season. And once we hit the holiday season, all bets are off because we'll start really losing the volume in the market. So today is kicking off 2 weeks of normal trade. So how's the market kicking the day off? Let's go to the corn market, and it's up 434 is where we are on corn, and it's up 3 1/4 cents, and a penny and a half higher on the March. That's the most active at 441 and a half. And what about soybeans? We're building off of gains in the overnight session. January at 10.03 and a half. Up 9 3/4 cents, 9 cents higher on the March at 10.08 1/4. We might be doing some pre-positioning ahead of tomorrow's World Ag Supply Demand Estimates or WASDE report. Soy meal contracts are moving higher here in the morning session, and soy oil backing off a bit. Now to the wheat market. We'll start with Chicago, and we'll keep the July contracts. These are new crop. 575 3/4 in Chicago, up 4 1/2. July for hard red is up 4 at 573 1/4. And in Minneapolis, we'll take that front month of March up 4 1/4, trading a tick off of 601 a bushel. And finally, to New York, where we find cotton futures higher, 70.58 a pound. That's up nearly a half penny here to start the morning. Speaking of starting the morning, Tommy Grisafi's with us in the studio. And Tommy, you're in Nashville.
I'm in Nashville full time. I caught the bug. It's a wonderful place to be, especially to work with people like you. I moved to Nesvick Trading right down the street. And I personally moved right down the street. So you might be seeing a lot of me, a little bit of me, or too much of me. But good news, if you need a day off, I know a guy.
Okay. Now, the question is, did he bring his banjo with him? And we'll have to find out later on that. But speaking of playing, if you will, as we start playing out the potential for tomorrow's WASDE report, that World Ag Supply Demand Estimate report, we don't normally get any surprises here in December, do we?
Well, normal and no surprises in USDA don't always go together.
Good
That's
point.
a little play on words there. The markets are thin. You said as we go through December, they'll continue to be thin. Most professional traders are definitely done for the year. You have a bunch of people sitting around who are not wanting to sell corn, or if they do sell corn in particular, they don't want to pick up the check till the first of the year. Because you know farmers, Tony, they don't want to owe taxes. So we may see some cash grain trade. The actual money won't flow till calendar year 2025. Key levels here, May corn getting real close to 450. That'll interest people. But go all the way back to November 2025 corn. We're only at 435. I mean, we're 14, 15 cents away from 450 corn for next year. So the balance sheet, the push on the balance sheet's been really tough. I have marketing meetings for clients tomorrow, the next day, speaking gigs, and they're all going to want to know, how do we get $5 corn? And I don't want to tell them the old joke, bring 2 bushels. That doesn't always go over well at the meetings.
But we also have the potential for year-round E15. We work that into the ethanol market, and suddenly the demand for corn is up quite a bit.
Yeah, and we keep watching the demand numbers. Keep an eye on China. Keep an eye on what happens. We have a new president coming in. Everyone's worried about tariffs. What if the tariffs didn't happen? What if the deals get cut? And this is a different Trump administration than before. So some excitement in the markets. I know we got to take a little commercial break. I've sat there before. But when we come back, we have some optimism in the cattle and meats, and I'm really excited about that.
All right, Tommy Grisafi is with Nesvick Trading in the studio with us this morning. We'll take a break. Be back in a moment. Market Day Report continues after this. So we did see cash cattle develop last week on Friday, and it was 190 to 191 in the south, dressed in the north at 297. Where will we go this week? We'll start by looking at the live cattle market. Will it give us some indications? December at 187.95, up 57. Most active, though, is February, 80 cents higher at 186.97. For the feeders, January contract, $1.35 higher, 257.17, and roll out to the August at 261.45. That's 90 cents higher. I like to look at the deferreds, especially in the hogs. Look at June, even though it's down 15 cents to start the morning. June contract at 102.20. The July is up above 102 as well. But the most active is February at 86.92. And it's down 40 cents as we start the morning. Hog trade 22.6% higher year to date. That's been a market that's really performed well.
Yeah, but we have to go back and look at that calendar where we were a year ago. Hogs really had a bad last November, December. Good to see. But in the big picture, I think things are still tough for the hog producer. Real quick note for anyone out there with hogs or cattle, as you see corn and soybean meal start to inch up, don't be afraid to hedge those. When we have the opportunity, you see that affordable corn, where the farmer's complaining he or she doesn't like the price, the livestock person needs those hogs, those cattle. They don't know it's Christmas. They don't know it's Thanksgiving. They don't even know Tony St. James is here, right? They need to eat. Don't let that price of those grains get away. So from the hedging standpoint, the livestock person needs to be buying meal and corn on dips.
And when it comes to the cattle side, this will be an interesting little standoff, if you will. Where are our cattle going to go? Will they be going into the feedlots or will they be going out on pasture? Because that we're starting to see some pretty good debates going on right now, and the dollar signs that go with this, pretty impressive.
Yeah, you'd have to ask a real cowboy that question. One of the benefits of working with Nesvick is every morning, I just missed it, they have a cattle call conference, and all the brokers from all over America. These are guys with real cattle, not all hat and no cattle like you and I, buddy. So I'm real excited to be here, and thank you for welcoming me.
Well, good to see you. Tommy Grisafi with Nesvick Trading here in Nashville. And that's how we start our trading this morning. Again, working to that WASDE report, right, which comes out tomorrow. And we also get a U.S. Ag Trade Data update. That comes out tomorrow at 2 p.m.
Looking forward to those numbers, of course, how that's going to affect the market. Do you feel like it'll be much of an impact on the markets at all with these reports? No.
I don't think so. No real surprises here, not expecting.
The only surprise is I'm sitting here today.
Because now you're in Nashville. Congratulations, by the way.
Thank you, my friend.
Well done, well done. Of course, we
you.
love having you here.